us. Hello, my name is Ben Finnerty and I'm a second year MPharm and Pharmacy student here at Ulster University, and I'm going to take you on a quick whistle-stop tour through our pharmacy building to show you some of the facilities that we have at the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. So you'll come along with me here into some of the pharmacy labs. This is one of 7 teaching and research labs that we have here in the pharmacy building. This particular lab is used mostly for compounding or extemporaneous preparations. So we've actually used this in first year to synthesize paracetamol, and then in second year we use it to make up creams that doctors would prescribe with unusual strengths and that sort of thing. So this is actually one of my favorite rooms, and that's the aseptic suite. And it's actually a perfect twin for the aseptic suite that they have in the Altnagelvin area hospital. It's used for things like making up things that absolutely have to be free from bacteria, like IV bags for antibiotics or total parenteral nutrition, things like that. So the room that we were just in was the outer support room, and then the room that I'm in now is the first change room. So here's where you would put on your lab coat, your gloves, shoe covers, hairnets, mask, everything like that. And if you want to follow me through over the step over bench, we'll come into the inner support room. So the inner support room here is where you would first bring in anything that you needed. We have vials that come in on these hatches, and you can bring your trays of things that need cleaned and bring them in here. And if something didn't need to be totally clean, just clean to a degree, you could do it in here with just your lab coat, your gloves and your hairnet, and you can do it in one of these processing units, or you can do it under a fume hood like this, the laminar airflow hood as well. And then if you really needed to be clean, you would come into the second changing room, and you would gown up in one of the J suits, which are those hazmat suits that you might see on TV, to keep things absolutely perfectly clean. And you would come over another step over bench and into the clean room. And here we have another one of those hatches that goes from the inner support room into the clean room, and we have our laminar airflow hood as well. So this is where all the perfectly clean air will come through. We have our HEPA filters, and our air comes out in one smooth direction so that any contaminations is blown away from what you're working from. And that's really the whole basis, is clean air and keeping that air clean, because people will contaminate it anyway. So the next stop is upstairs in the model pharmacy. So this is the model pharmacy. In the model pharmacy, we see mock patients with real prescriptions, and we dispense real drugs against them using the real prescription software that we see every day in community pharmacy, and it helps us to develop the professional skills that we need as pharmacists. So this is one of the teaching and learning rooms that we have in the pharmacy building, and it has these interactive learning pods. That means that students and staff can both throw their own materials up onto the TVs in the room. That way everybody can interact with them as they want. Okay, so our next stop is our brand new clinical skills suite. So this is the brand new clinical skills suite that we have here at Ulster University. This is where we learn all of the skills that we need in order to perform well as independent prescribing pharmacists. We learn how to take blood pressures, we learn how to use a stethoscope, all those little clinical skills that we need to perform as independent prescribing pharmacists. So here we are back at the lobby in the pharmacy building, and I just want to say thanks very much for coming along with me on this tour, and if you need any more information, feel free to visit our website at ulster.ac.uk.